What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again with another video for Might and Magic Elemental Guardians. We just got done hitting level 41 as I was leveling up some fodder, and I was thinking about all the accomplishments I made, but all the fails that I made in order to get there. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to talk about 5 common mistakes that I believe beginners make, and hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes in order for you to kind of push through the content a little bit further, okay? Tip number 1 has to be the quest management. Okay, so if you guys are new to the game, you already know what this is about. You literally sat there, was playing the game, took a second to sneeze real quick, you came back, you're level 5, right? You're like, holy cow, what happened there? I leveled up too quickly. Okay, when it comes to these type of games, the cool thing about it is when you level up, you get a refill of your energy. So again, making sure that you're using your energy effectively, using it as much as you can, get it down all the way before you take that achievement or before you do that last run, so that you can get a refill and then go right back into the fight, is going to be extremely important for you. Okay, and kind of going alongside with that, the next one that we want to talk about for number 2, tip number 2, is going to be managing your resources. Okay, if there's one thing that I can say about this game that I really enjoy over different games out there, is that this is extremely free to play friendly. Okay, you get a ton of resources, both crystals and seals like, that you can use to your advantage to do a whole lot of things. So making sure that you're using them appropriately is going to be good. Okay, don't do what I did and take one of these gray glyphs that we got up in here and take it up to +10. I kid you not, my air nymph had gray glyphs +10, and it wasn't because I knew like, oh my god, these stats are just gonna make her OP, let's go with it. It literally, for the only reason was because I had like 400k crystals. Like I didn't. It was relatively cheap to do it, and I was like, well, I got the money, let me go ahead and do it, knowing that I should not have done it because of what is there to come. Like right now, as you guys can see, I'm farming up some nightmare stages in the floating line. I know that I have a really good chance to get those green glyphs, as well as the small chance to get the yellow glyphs, and those can help me out quite a bit here. So again, keep that in mind when it comes to upgrading your glyphs. And then of course, when it comes to the events that are available, you're going to be getting a lot of resources and whatnot. Make sure you're managing those effectively so that you can get maximum value. Okay, maximum value. Now, next one up, tip number 3 has to be the magical book. If you guys are not familiar with this, the magical book is something that we can obtain once every 3 days, every 72 hours in the shop, so that we can have the material to go ahead and skill up as well as evolve our creatures. You know, one of the things that the community has said, especially for some of those that have come from my previous game, Summoners Warriors, are like, oh my goodness, I need these magical books to skill up, I need these magical books to evolve. That is a lot of magical books. But again, this thing is a little bit different, where not only can you get these in a shop, just the regular shop for reputation, but you can also get them in the magic shop, okay, the shop that refreshes once every hour. You can get them in dungeons, you can get them through quests. There's a lot of opportunities for you to collect these, but again, it goes both ways. You can get them real quick, but you can use them real quick because of who you who you decide to evolve, or who you decide to like skill up or whatnot. So keep that in mind. This is a definite big time resource that you need to keep an eye out on. One of the biggest tips that we could throw your way is when it comes to arena, set that weak defense, go for your opponents, the easier opponents. Make sure that you're getting as much reputation points as possible so that you have plenty to go ahead and purchase that book every 3 days. Okay, now the next one kind of relates to what we were talking about in number 3, is going to be the magic shop. Okay, now you guys probably already saw the thumbnail. Okay, I took that picture this morning. I was blown away at what kind of RNG came my way, but then unfortunately it came for the worst, right? It came in the form of purchasing with coins. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. All right, we want to purchase with the crystals. We want the crystals. We want the items with the crystals. We want to save our seals for refills. Okay, or we want to save our seals for certain special events over the weekend. Okay, that's going to be a huge thing, taking advantage of that magic shop. Now I know that we've had a lot of people kind of go back and forth about pushing out the magic shop and making sure that you buy all the slots, and so you can see the wide variety of stuff, or not buying all the slots. Well, me personally, I generally would have waited a little bit, had I thought about what I was doing. But like I said before, if you're managing your resources effectively, like we talked about in the rule number 2, you're going to have a lot of seals, a lot of crystals that you can invest into those. And again, when it comes to a variety of things that you're going to be looking for, not only those magical books, but even certain green or yellow, even purple glyphs that really fit the spot that you're looking for to go ahead and complete a set on one of your main or one of your core monsters that you have. You know, that's extremely important to have that option. And I want to definitely let you know, as that's one of the hugest things that I made a mistake on, is not making sure that I had that space open and I was purchasing stuff with the crystals versus the seals. I was wasting too many seals. I ain't gonna lie. I think I bought like 3 or 4 books with seals. I wasn't even thinking right. Okay, so learn from my mistakes. Don't do it. Save your stuff. All right. And then last but not least, number 5 that I want to throw at you is that community aspect. Joining the community or joining the guild. When it comes to turn-based RPGs, without a doubt, this is one of the more complicated, games out there, and rightfully so. There's a lot of things that are going on, but that's the beauty of it, the complexity about it. Knowing that it's not just a simple ABC kind of game, you really have to dive into the game. Dive into the game and look at the theory crafting of it, and really figure out some new, exciting, creating, innovative ways to do certain things. That's the beauty of it. So much customization in this game that really gets me excited every single time I think about it. So, kind of getting back in that line is that while there's a lot of things to talk about, one of the coolest things that have been really instrumental to me is the community aspect, okay? Whether it's through the guild or whether it's through just the regular community. So when it comes to the guild side of things, obviously that is a feature that is available right now. You can literally find yourself a guild, hop into the chat. If somebody's recommended the guild to join, they'll provide a little information for you and get in there, join them, okay? If their activity looks pretty good, go for it. Don't wait for that perfect guild that's rank 15 that they can carry you like a little baby. Forget that. Start from the bottom and work your way up. There's nothing more rewarding than to build a guild or build a community from the ground up, or join a guild from the community or a community from the ground up, and just watch it grow and evolve over time because of the loyalty that comes into play when you work with one another for the betterment of the guild. Okay, super important. Okay, and alongside with this. I should be happy about the double accuracy, but I don't use double accuracy more. Okay, get on my level. I don't use that stuff no more. I don't use accuracy on my vitality glyphs. I work with precisions now. Okay, get on my level. But getting back to the community aspect, I'd have to say without a doubt that we are extremely blessed when it comes to this game and the community. Now, again, most of you guys may be a part of it, but if you're not, like, I kid you not, the amount of information that I have learned in this game doesn't even, it's how do I say this? There's really no words that can describe the amount of knowledge that I've learned in a little amount of time, because I was actively hanging out with people that were passionate just as much as I was, and that is the MMEG, the Might and Magic Elemental Guardian Discord community. Okay, so if you guys haven't checked it out, I think we're literally up to about 700 active people that are going to be that hang out there on a regular basis, and I kid you not, you can literally ask any question and get some kind of answer for that. We have a couple of moderators there. We have YouTubers and streamers that hang out, and then if this doesn't get you excited already, we even have the developers from the Ubisoft mobile team that actually hang out in there and respond to us when we ask certain questions. Okay, you can do so much stuff in there. We have different rooms for just the regular general chat, whether you have a question about creatures or events, or you want to provide feedback on the game. Like right now, the chat system's not working. What's up with that? Okay, it's a little bit glitchy, but the game is new. It's okay. Things are gonna happen. They're gonna fix it. Chill. It's just random things like that we want to get connected with, and there's no better way to do that by working with one another. Okay, now I know you guys have heard me a couple of times giving a couple of shout outs to different YouTubers and streamers, but I kid you not, I don't have enough fingers or toes to count how many people in the community that have provided me such great knowledge, great information to allow me to assist you, educate you right now as I am today. And so I tip my hat up to everybody out there in the Discord community. You know who you are. I've talked to you privately. I've talked with you publicly. I mean, again, Thank you guys so much for your kind words, and thank you so much for your support. Okay, so again, guys, do me the favor, if you're not part of the Discord community already, please get up in there, join the Discord. We have the link in the description down below if you want to jump on that, okay? And that's pretty much going to be it, all right? We're just finishing off a little bit of farming right now for tonight. It is 10:30. Everybody's all doing good in the household. We're trying to get this Fellic core. Actually, the Fellic core, as you guys can see, is already completely evolved. We're literally using him as a farmer just because his poisons are OP, and he's been doing pretty good. You know, combined with him and my hero built with damage, it's actually moving relatively well. Okay, so next video we're probably going to get into a little bit of progression. I want to show you guys some of the progression that I made before I got some of these new units, so that you guys can have kind of like a benchmark as to what is going to be coming after you. Okay, as you guys know, we've been moving through the content when it comes to the scenarios, doing a little bit of evolution on our units, playing a little PvP, but now you guys are looking to get into that mode, right, when it comes to dungeon farming, to get yourself some of those late to end game glyphs. I'm going to show you guys where I'm at and let you know what I've been using, talk about my team, and so that if you guys are looking for some kind of team to relate to or some kind of things to consider when building your team, you can definitely do so. Okay, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, your Childish Plays. Check it out. Take care, and we will see you all in the next one. I'm out.